tough time, isn't it, full time?
Yeah, it hasn't been ideal with the losing streak we're on, but I guess with all the injuries and that we've sort of had, we've been able to blood a few young players. Harris Andrews, Marco Paparones, I reckon made another step up. Harris Andrews, Hugh Beasley's played a few games, so no, I reckon we'll make progress eventually. It's just, yeah, it's been a tough time.
Yeah, what are you taking as positives out of it?
Yeah, I guess just playing with the young blokes and a lot of new players into the team. I guess the more we play together, the better we'll gel and work each other out. So it's always going to take time. I think I said that in one of my first press conferences. I said it's going to take time what we're doing and getting used to how we play with each other. So yeah, it is what it is. You know, not every team can be the best and top 8. Like, some teams are going to struggle, and unfortunately we're one of them at the moment. But yeah, we're slowly taking steps forward.
You've come from such a successful club before this. Is it hard for you to go through this at the moment?
Oh, not really. Like, I understand like where we're at, and you just got to, realise, that we're not as far advanced as, say, Geelong or what Hawthorn and Sydney are at the moment, and we've got a lot of young kids playing, but they're really stepping up, and like I said, Harris Andrews has been absolutely amazing this year. He's probably stiff not to have a NAB Rising Star nomination at the moment, so yeah, it's just, it is what it is, and we'll get there.
What can you see as the difference between this club and a Geelong? Is it just time, or is there something that you can see that has to change around here? Or
definitely just time. A lot of skinny bodies, a lot of immature bodies, probably not ready for the rigours of four-quarter footy yet, and that's just it. Coming from Geelong, we had a lot of mature players, and the young blokes you could sort of get nurtured through a bit, and where you see Jace Clark playing key defender on the best forwards every week, where just say he was at a Hawthorn or somewhere like that, he has a older body taking the key defender, so key forward, sorry. So yeah, that's probably it. Was it
what you kind of expected, I guess, coming into the season with optimism and that sort of thing? Was it a bit of a shock that it's kind of gone this way?
It's like you go into every game, like I still go into every game every week thinking we can win. Even though our form doesn't suggest it, probably besides on the weekend, the 4 weeks before that, I think we're actually really competitive, and we actually put ourselves in games against teams that are legit finals contenders. So the optimism's still there. We let ourselves down on the weekend a little bit with, just a little bit of intensity stuff, and which was really disappointing, because I think coming into that back half of the second quarter, we put ourselves back into the game. So you don't really expect to lose 15 games or whatever we've lost, but there's still a lot of positives that can actually come out of this season, I think.
Yeah, and I guess in that development sort of phase, is it where you expected the club to be before you came?
I didn't really look at it going, we're going to win this, we're going to win that, but I think the young players we're sort of blooding now can only be a positive for the club going forward in the future. Yeah.
What about the weekend? I mean, a little bit of extra needle for you, is it?
Yeah, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was a little bit nervous coming into this week. But yeah, it'd be good to get back and see the family and that before the game, and running out on the old deck. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting, I think. I don't think it's going to be too friendly, to be honest, but it is what it is, and we'll just go from there.
Any exchange of texts with the former teammates?
I've spoken to a couple of them, but I'll leave that for out in the ground and saying g'day to them after the game, maybe. But yeah, we'll see how we go.
So what sort of reception do you think you'll get from the crowd, I suppose?
Yeah, I don't think the crowd will be too nice, but that's just what it is. And I was a mad AFL supporter when I was growing up, and it's all the same when someone leaves your club. So yeah, I expect a few boos and a bit of nice language thrown over the fence, but yeah, that's up to them what they want to say to me and all that. Doesn't really faze me that much, but I just can't wait to get out there and get the first one out of the way.
Leppard mentioned after the game Saturday night he didn't have to say a great deal. It was kind of player driven. the aftermath of that game. Can you sort of reveal a bit of the tone of that or how it went down?
Yeah, it was just sort of a bit of us taking ownership of the direction we want to head in. The coaches and that sort of put everything in place for us. It's if we want to change it, or do we want to do this, do we want to do that. So it's just pretty much that, do we want to challenge each other to become a better team? So that was pretty much the tone of the meeting.
With the Adam Good situation, what are your thoughts on that? It seems to be the major topic, doesn't it, in AFL this week?
Yeah, it's I find it a bit disrespectful, and it's hard to go into it because I don't really know why people are booing, which is that's the difference. Like, I know why I'll get booed this week. I don't know why he's getting booed. So yeah, I don't know. It's I remember when we played here, I was running down the ground with Lewis Jetta. We sort of looked at each other, and it's just distasteful, I think. So yeah, I don't really like it, but they pay their money and they do what they want to do. So
you pleased the AFL's made a stand?
Yeah, I am. I think it's really good by the AFL, and for the West Coast to come out on the weekend and take a stand like they did as well. So yeah, I think the AFL's doing the right thing.
When you played here a couple of weeks ago, did it feel like a little bit sinister what was coming?
I don't think it's sinister. I think I don't know what the word is. It's a little bit like following the crowd sort of thing, because everyone else is doing it, we'll do it. So yeah, it didn't last too long here. I think it was like the first 2 or 3 touches and that was it. But yeah, it's a bit strange.